Building a container garden can be as easy as 1, 2, 3. Today I'm going to show you the basic foundations of how to make a successful container garden. I like to start off first with filling the bottom of my pot with the pots from the plants that I'm going to use. I'll just simply turn them over, put them in the bottom of the pot, and then next I like to add some bark. The reason why I'm doing all of this is because I don't want to have to use so much soil. Only fill it up about halfway. The next step is I like to use a good soil. We prefer Miracle-Gro or Jolly Gardener, but you want to get something that's great for container gardens. It'll just say on the front of the label. The 3 elements to making a great container garden, I like to call it the triangle theory. Something tall, something thick, and something trailing. We have something tall. This is cordyline. This is something that's very easy. It can take full sun, loves the heat, and does really well. You want to make sure that you dig a hole big enough for the root ball of your plant. Dig my hole, place it in here, and then just kind of tuck and pat the soil around the top of the root ball. So you've got your first tee, you've got your tall. Now you need your next tee. This is gonna be your something thick. This is heuchera, something that is absolutely fabulous in every garden. It has amazing foliage and it works very well and it loves the sun. So I'm simply gonna squeeze the pot and this is gonna be my something thick. We now have our 2 tees. We have something tall, we have something thick, and now we need something trailing. So of course we have to have something that's beautiful in color. When you look at the root ball of a plant, if you see that all of the roots are white, you know you have a healthy plant. When they're kind of black, that means they're kind of rotted and they haven't been so well taken care of. So make sure when you're buying your plants, look for your roots that are nice and white. Just add this right here. And let me turn this around so you can see our 3 tees. We have something tall, something that's going to be thick, something that's going to be trailing. These are the great components of how to make a great sun container garden. Now, how do you take care of this and maintain this all summer long? When you have a dead bloom, pinch it off. That way it creates a lot of energy and growth for the new plants and the new blooms to come on. One of our secret tips to keep our container garden looking good all summer long is we like to use Miracle-Gro. It's a liquid feed, and we like to do this once every 3 weeks. Don't forget to water it. If it's really hot where you live, we recommend watering your container garden probably about once every day. You want to make sure when you're watering that you water all around the container. Some great tall plants that will work well in your container gardens, or what we like to call #1 plants. Cordyline, which we showed you earlier. One of my favorites is purple fountain grass. It gets really tall in a container garden, has a nice vertical element, and also has a really nice bloom on it in the summertime. Guara. It gets about, I'd say probably about 2 to 3 feet tall, and a great tidbit for you is that it's a perennial, so that means it'll come back next year. Victoria salvia. This is a nice tall vertical element that has a really pretty blue lavender bloom. All of these tall plants love the sun and can take the intense summer heat. #2 plants are plants that are thick. Super Bell's Cherry Star. Oh my goodness, look at it. It's absolutely wonderful in color. It has a beautiful striation of yellow and pink. This is also a great #2 plant because it's thick and it trails. Another great one is Diamond Frost we like to use in our container gardens. It puts off a really nice white airy bloom. Heuchera is a perennial and it will come back every year, and what we have found is it loves the intense summer heat. One of my all-time favorites is Dreamsicle. It's a beautiful Calibrachoa. You get 2 for 1 in this one. It's thick and it trails. I love the bright intense orange color. Absolutely wonderful. Our #3 plants are things that are gonna trail in our container gardens. It's something that's gonna soften the edges. We love Creeping Jenny. It's that bright green chartreuse color. We also love Angelina sedum, and I just love it because in the fall, the colder it gets kind of red. But this is something that can go all summer and all fall. Our #3 plant that we used in our container garden is bubblegum. Bubblegum petunia is very prolific. It loves the summer heat and it's gonna put on a really good show for you. So we just gave you all the plants to be successful in the sun. Now here's some great plants that work really well in the shade. We love to use white caladiums. Something thick is your dragon wing begonias. We also have just simple ivy for your trailing. These are 3 great plants that will work well for you in the shade. So we've given you all of our tips and we've shared with you our triangle theory. So now go home and be successful and go plant a container garden.